What's up, you guys? So in today's video, what I have is going to be a fragrance haul. Two that I've yet to unbox, and I'll be giving you guys my first impression of these fragrances, and two that I've unboxed and that I've worn just a little bit. On that note, let's get into it. Alright guys, so what I have here is going to be the Stronger With You Freeze and the YSL Live. I'm going to start with the Emporio Armani Stronger With You Freeze because it's the one that I'm most excited for. And here is the front of the Emporio Armani Stronger With You Freeze box. And just so you guys know, I got this off of Amazon. This is not very cheap just yet. And here's the front of the bottle here. It's real cool. I really like this frozen look to it, you know what I mean? Like the glass it and always see through. Now I paid $79.99 for this size bottle, which happens to be a 100 ml size bottle, which is quite the upgrade from the smaller bottle that I have here of the original Stronger With You. Alright, now Stronger With You has top notes of ginger, lime, mandarin orange, and apple, mid notes of lavender, cardamom, and sage, and base notes of bourbon vanilla, amberwood, gaiac and what looks like caramel, because I can't say that, marron glace. Just so you guys can see the top of the bottle here, you'll see the Emporio Armani symbol there with it inside the cap as well. It's so much fresher than the Stronger With You, but there's also a sweetness that's there too. That's really nice. The ginger and lime, the opening is very, like, it's bright, it's inviting. There's obviously the Stronger With You DNA there, obviously, but that sweetness with the briskness that's there is very, very nice. I mean, so far that I would say I definitely right off rip prefer the opening of this over the original Stronger With You. So the Stronger With You is going to be something I'm going to wear when it gets to be on the cold days. But this one, Stronger With You Freeze, is something I could see myself wearing like tomorrow. Yeah, that's right up my alley in terms of like what I wear, for sure. All right, so I'm going to let that dry down for a little bit and kind of come back to it towards the end of the video, kind of see what's developed on my hand here. What I have here next, guys, is going to be one of the fragrances that I've already unboxed and that I've already given to wear to. That fragrance is going to be Zaharoff Signature Royale. This is the limited release from the Zaharoff line. In terms of the Zaharoff line, this is my favorite. This is something I'm gonna reach for more than the Zaharoff Signature, the original, and the Zaharoff Noir as well. Both of those are phenomenal, great fragrances, but I can see this being more versatile. This can be worn in more situations. Whereas I pretty much stick the Zaharoff primarily to being a business style fragrance, one that you wear when you're wearing a suit or dressed up. It's not necessarily going to be your casual day fragrance. This though has that extra oomph to it, but there's a sense of casualness to this fragrance that makes it very appealing for me. Just kind of throw on and go about my day, whether that be a day off, whether it be going into work. This to me is much more versatile than both the Zaharoff, the original Pour Homme and the Noir. With full disclosure, shout out to George Zaharoff. Thank you very much for allowing me to get through these fragrances, allowing me to get my nose on them. I paid for this fragrance, but George was just being a sweetheart like he is, and he decided to refund me the money for it. And on top of that, he also sent me the Noir as well to for you guys my thoughts on. But now, guys, with this, just like the original Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme, there are a ton of notes. You have your fresh cardamom, your citrus blend, you have your Himalayan juniper, your apple. In the heart, you have your lavender, your pimento leaves, your magnolia, and in the bottom, you have your sandalwood, your gold patchouli, your oud, your suede and cashmere, your wood blend, cedar, amber, musk, and vanilla, which brings out the suede accord. Now, can you imagine me trying to recite that while not looking at that? All those combined bring you a very fresh, invigorating, masculine type scent. It's something that does have that extra oomph to it in terms of like masculinity. But there is a sense of versatility with it, especially with this one. The citrus notes don't make it lean towards like a vacation type of scent. Just like if your business happened to be in the island somewhere. Like if you took the business aspect of the Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme, and let's say that business is being done in DC. This is business being done in the Cayman Islands or somewhere tropical. Cayman Islands tropical? I don't know. But this is going to be your tropical business scent. And now this to me gets a bit of a one-up over the Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme, just based off of the versatility of the fragrance, like I said. But guys, the second fragrance from this kind of haul is going to be Zaharoff Signature Royale. And now next what we have here is going to be YSL Live. YSL Live. It could have thought of a better name. Now this is not an EDP concentration. This is an Eau de Toilette Intense, whatever that may be. Maybe it's right on the border. But what this is here is a 2 ounce 60 ml size bottle. So guys, you see here, YSL, you see the live up top there. Not much there on the sides, and on the top there you have the YSL insignia right there. Which is which? You tell me. Can you tell? This right here is going to be the YSL EDP. This is the YSL Live. Not much difference there, guys, but there is a difference. With the presentation of this bottle, you're going to see a bit of a darker shade here and darker gradient than when you have this guy. You can be a bit bluer. As if YSL could not get any bluer, they didn't. So I was not a big fan of the original YSL EDT. I am a big fan of the YSL EDP though. So I'm kind of hoping this is going to be some right in the middle maybe. Top notes of orange blossom, mid notes of bergamot and ginger, base notes of juniper and sage, according to Fragrantica. That opening's good. That opening's real good. It's so much easier on the nose than the EDP is. Even though I really do like the EDP a lot, this is just easier to smell, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy the dry down just a little bit more. Like the sweetness is there, but there's almost like an aquatic, watery style note that's there too. It may just be how they did the juniper and the citruses there. They give it that kind of feel to it, but I like it a lot. On my skin, I get more of the citruses that are there. This has one of my favorite notes in fragrances. It's the note of ginger, which gives it like a sparkle. It's bright, so it really pulls you in. I'm gonna be kind of interested to see how long that lasts in this fragrance. Seeing as it's listed as a mid note, I'm gonna kind of expect it to last a little bit longer. It is still pretty present right in the opening. That bergamot too. It's present. It's right there. It's in your face. It's nice. It's not something that's like sharp. It's not a sharp scent at all. This is a very easy blue scent. I'm sorry that it keeps smelling my hand like this, guys, but it's better coming off my hand than it is coming off the strip. This is gonna be tough to pick a scent for tomorrow because I'm either gonna wear the YSL Live or I'm gonna wear the Emporio Armani Stronger With You Freeze. I guess it'll all depend on the weather tomorrow. If it's gonna be a bit cooler, I might go with the Stronger With You Freeze. If it's gonna be a bit warmer, I'll probably go with this. Fun fact, I have a job interview tomorrow, so one of these two is gonna be better for a job interview. If you know, comment down below. But that's the one I'm gonna go with. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit. I'm gonna kind of talk to you guys just a little bit about the Zaharoff Noir that I have. This one right here, the Zaharoff Signature Noir. This is one of the two from the new Zaharoff releases. If this does interest you, there will be a link in the description for this fragrance. So this is the Noir, which is gonna be the evening scent of the two. Like if you really wanted the Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme, the original, but you wanted to kind of have two different scents, and you wanted to have like a daytime and nighttime scent, this would be your nighttime scent. So let's say that the Royale was going to be the fragrance that you're going out for your business meeting in the island somewhere on vacation, and you wanted to go out to the clubs that night. If you want to go out to some kind of business meeting at a bar or something like that, this is going to be your evening scent. This is what you're going to wear at night. This is honestly, to me, much more of a designer realm fragrance. It's very mass appealing. It's going to be compliment getting. Even though what it stems from is not necessarily a mega mass appealing compliment getting kind of fragrance, it does get compliments because it does smell great, but it is not like your Dior Sauvages. It has a certain kick to it that certain fragrance enthusiasts can appreciate. This does teeter on that mass appealing kind of scent, kind of realm of fragrances. And now if we're talking in terms of that kind of fragrance, this is one that it does shine for that kind of fragrance. In terms of projection, longevity, development, this is a great fragrance. And one that makes it kind of a shame that we can't go out more often right now. Because this would be a great one to wear to a bar or a date or in the evening. And just like Royale, guys, there are a ton of notes on this one too. Now the difference with this fragrance that's different than the Royale and with the Signature is that this is a parfum concentration at 22%. Now the Noir has top notes of basil, coriander, pink pepper, mandarin, and bergamot, with hard notes of ginger roots, blonde cedar, anise, cypress, freesia, and fir balsam, and a bottom of sandalwood, tonka bean, frankincense, oud, and myrrh. And you really get a all-around great fragrance. It's smooth, it's mysterious, it's gonna be a great evening scent, especially if you're looking for something that is a great performing fragrance. This one lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin, which I don't know if I have dry skin, but most fragrances don't typically last that long. This one though, it passed that test, and it does definitely have that solid Zaharoff Signature DNA in there. So if you're a fan of that fragrance, you're gonna be a fan of this one too. Now guys, I did also get something else in the mail. I happened to get the new iPhone 12 Pro, which I will be reviewing this versus this camera here in a bit. Once I kind of learn how to use this one a little bit better, I'm gonna do that video for you guys. But back to the 2 cents here. On my left here is gonna be the Emporio Armani Stronger With You Freeze, and on the right is gonna be YSL Y Live. So the left is gonna be leaning much more towards the original Stronger With You, minus some of the sweet kick. It's gonna be a lot like Stronger With You right here. Minus what makes this like appealing, what makes this what it is. The Stronger With You Freeze right now is just taking a bit of a twist, not less appealing, just a different twist, a fresher twist, I guess. Which is good, which is really good, especially as seeing as the Stronger With You can come off a bit cloying at times. And the Stronger With You intensely even more so. But now to the YSL Y Live. That smells like soap, like straight soap. Good, but soap. That's what I give it that. And hey, if you're going for a clean fragrance that, you know, they smell like fresh out of the shower, here we go. But yeah, guys, that is the YSL Y Live. Which they both get a thumbs up from me. It's gonna need more wear, before I come in here and give you guys a total verdict of the fragrance. But right now, they're even in terms of likeness to them. But yeah, guys, that is that, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On that note, keep it gent, love your scent, and I'll see you all next time.